And speaking of level 40 rewards, it wouldn't be a chilly winter without Ice Tray. He's the first Galaxy Opal level 40.
Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Washington. And it's Richards in at the center, locking down the middle. Now James to the inside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Finishing strong in the paint despite the contact. I like that tenacity that MP showed right there.
Ball finds Rozier. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And so it's Memphis with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle, here's James. Adams down low. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Now here's Hayward, and it's Ball in the corner. There's the pass to Richards. The offensive rebound, out to Hayward. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, you can do so much with Hayward offensively because he's versatile. He's good off the bounce, and he can catch and shoot as well.
Here's Adams. Morant outside. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's James missing. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Now here's Morant after Terry Rozier's miss. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific. They keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Second free throw, no good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Ball. Last game 26 points. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hayward. Banked in off the glass. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
Over the years, we've seen Hayward get stronger. He's packed on some muscle, and it helps him on these physical finishes.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, and you know, it's a tall task. Great offense tends, in most cases, to beat great defense. They've got their work cut out for them.
Hayward against Brooks. Left side, Ball, and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Morant outside. From 15 feet away, and another basket for Memphis.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Hayward looking around. Back to Ball. No good. Shot missing. Morant with some nice D. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Substitution on the court.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the paint. Jackson passes to James. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 9. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. MP out there with Morant. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Washington trying to break free. Ball, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
And the Hornets miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Washington finds Rozier, and stolen by James. For the finish, and James throws it down.
That fantastic read on D from MP. You see how effective he can be on this end.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Oubre outside. And the Hornets miss again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Oubre. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Ball. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Memphis leading by 17. Brooks, the pass to James. 2 points. That one goes. James has got 13.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And now the first timeout called in for the Hornets. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so break this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Here's Richards. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Oubre. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Morant with it. James outside. Back to Morant. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 19. Oubre outside. Outside, Ball. Pass to Rozier. The three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Now here's Hayward. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was. Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Hayward. Now Washington. And here is Rozier. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who's just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this.
So it's the Memphis Grizzlies. 13 points up at the end of the period.
Your Grizzlies, 54. The visiting team, 41.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's five. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hornets trailed by 15. Outside, Ball. Pass to Hayward. Lets it go with the three. That one doesn't drop. And it's Memphis the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Yep, that one goes. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Just a fantastic job by MP getting the ball right where it needs to go.
Ball finds Hayward. And here is Rozier. James covering. Stolen by Jackson. James against Rozier. James dishes to Adams. The jump hook, good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Now Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Charlotte making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. The pass to James. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ball, the pass to Richards. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Hayward, and the shot goes in. Hayward's got 9.
Boy, keeping that ball tight like it's on a string. I love seeing Hayward get a little tricky with his handle and create for himself.
Grant. Hayward grabs the board. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 17-point game. Pass to Richards. Inside. Here's Oubre. Lays it up off the glass.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Passes it to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. Shoots over Oubre. That misses off the backboard. Hornets trail by 15. Ball with a wide open look. Brooks grabs the board.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Jackson kicks to Adams. Pass to Brooks. James outside. Down low. No good on that one. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the Hornets call time here. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Aldama's checked in, and it's Bane in for John Morant. Ball no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And yes, it's good. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And the pass to Oubre. Outside, Ball. Oubre outside. Good on the triple. Oubre's got 5 now.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's James, and James throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Oubre outside. Pass to Hayward. Plumlee with it. Pass the ball. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it is hard to hold MP down. He just keeps coming at you. What a night.
Hornets trail by 20. Ball, the pass to Oubre. Back to Ball. Hayward outside. Over Brooks. Hayward can hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. James in the post. He's covered by Ball. And he comes up with the deuce.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball is even better. His sophomore campaign, he continues to grow his game.
And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load, Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away. With confidence from there.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, one of the things I think that makes MP so fun to watch is how much fun he's having out there. You can tell the thrill of the game never gets old for this guy.
James against Oubre. To the left wing. Here's McDaniels. Drops in the layup for two. McDaniels got 5 points so far.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Jones dishes to James. Here's Aldama. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Oubre, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw, no good for Oubre. Clark, the hallmark of Oubre Jr.'s game is instant production. How hard is that?
Well, I tell you, it's very difficult, but some guys are wired to be just that. Microwave scores off the bench, and he does it. I mean, it's not easy, but he's fearless, and he's got a lot of game, which lends itself to him excelling in that role.
Smith, the pass to Oubre. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Oubre's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a three in the first.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Smith. Over Jones. It's rebounded by Memphis. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Trying to find Rozier. Gets it to him. Over Clark. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blow. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Substitution on the court. At the line for Memphis, Santi Aldama. One shot.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.